Hey, what's up, Chef Jesse? Back in the kitchen today, Saturday. Last time I saw you guys was Thursday, right? Yeah, I had a day off. Anyway, folks, today I am making a comfort food. Very simple. To me, everything's simple. Salisbury steak. Yeah, a lot of people don't know what Salisbury steak is, or they don't eat Salisbury steak because they consider it like a school lunch thing. I don't know, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's similar to meatloaf. It's like same thing, like meatloaf in a pan. It's like a burger in a pan. It's the same thing. It's made out of ground beef. The same thing. So I'm going to show you how I do my simple Salisbury steak. There's plenty of recipes out there, but I'm going to do a simple way. Actually, this is the first time I'm doing it this way, but we're going to try it out together. So very simple. I'm going to season my ground beef, and then I'm going to make them into patties, and then I'm going to cook them, and then we're going to put some gravy in them and some other stuff. So stay tuned. I'll show you how it's done. So folks, the first thing when you're doing with ground beef, always wash your hands. So it's very important that you wash your hands before and after and in between and whenever chance. Take off your if you have rings, because the meat will get underneath there. Something will grow. So make sure I'm running the water just because I want to rinse out my hands. So I just washed my hands. I'm going to be starting off to season the meat with this recipe, this Lipton onion soup. Okay, this gives it a lot of flavor. It's got, believe me, it's got a lot of flavors. It's got enough sodium in there. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I just dumped that in there. Let me show you. I just dumped that in there, right? And I'm gonna pour in some, I don't know anybody knows how to say this, Worcestershire sauce, whatever the hell it is. There you go. This is about 2 teaspoons and a half. I'm gonna put some salt and some pepper that I already have mixed up in here. Okay. And of course my garlic powder. Everything goes. I mean, I put garlic on everything. My cereal in the morning. Then I chopped up about a quarter of an onion. I chopped up, so I'm gonna put some in there now to make it see how it looks. I'm not gonna put all of it, and I miced it up as small pieces, and then I'm going to put in my breadcrumbs. Okay, I'm going to put enough breadcrumbs just to soften up the meat. That was about a cup, less than a cup, and then I'm going to put one egg. There you go. And then this is the part that gets messy, and you got to mix this up. Okay, and you mix this up. Oh yeah, this is where you got to have your hands clean. You got to mix this up. Okay, and you got to feel the meat. You got to feel the meat. Ground beef, when you cook it, becomes very, very, hard like. So you have to put the ground beef, the egg makes it bind, and the egg crumbs and the breadcrumbs makes it soften up a bit. Okay, so if it's mix it well in there, you gotta mix it well in there. You gotta really go in there and mix it, and it's okay. And if you feel it's kind of tough, I can add some more breadcrumbs. Let me wash my hands. Okay, wash my hands there. Okay, before I touch the can of breadcrumbs, and just put some more breadcrumbs in it. Okay. Okay. And this was gonna help soften the meat. Okay, I can feel it right now. It's a little bit softer. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay, and you see the pieces of onions there. Put some more. I can pour some more onions in there so you get that flavor. There you go. Knurl it. Okay, there you go. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna make individual patties, just like if you were making a burger. You can make individual patties with this, and then you're gonna cook it, and then you're gonna add the gravy to it, and all that stuff. Okay, so wash your hands again. Okay, I'm gonna make my first patty. I'm not gonna make it big, and I'm not gonna make it that. I want to make it an oval. Okay, so usually the Salisbury steak is like oval shape, like. Hey, so play with it and make it into oval shape. There you go. And make it, you can make it thinner. This way it cooks better. There you go. So it's like a, it looks like a burger, but a little bit more. So I made it thinner as possible, not too thin. And this is it. There goes one patty, okay? Let me show you how I'm gonna make another one, and then we'll go to a commercial break. Okay, so basically I get all the air out of it, just like I'm making meatballs or burgers. And then, but I want to make these, like I said, like an oval shape, so it doesn't resemble a burger. Like an oval shape, like you gotta build it up. There you go. Add to it. I don't know. Okay. There you go. And again, I'm making it as thin as possible so it cooks quicker and easier. Okay. So I got 2 patties so far, and I'm going to continue making. I used about a pound of beef there, and I should probably get about maybe 5 or 6 patties out of this, depending what size, how I do it. So anyway, stay tuned. So folks, today once again we're making Salisbury steak with gravy and you know, all that good stuff in there. And I'm going to be making some mashed potatoes and some asparagus with garlic and butter and some corn. Okay, I just made my corn. I sweetened. I like sweet corn, so I put the corn out of a can into the pot. Seasoned it. Just put some butter. Put 2 tablespoons of butter, and I put some sugar in there. Just get that little sweetness and salty and sweet. And I warmed it up because I like my corn warm. And that's it. Now I just put in about 3 tablespoons of olive oil in a pan, and I'm going to start cooking my patties to make the Salisbury steak. And you're going to see how that's done after this commercial break. Okay, folks. So my patties, I'm putting my patties in the pan. Excuse me. Just make sure that you don't give it high heat, because then you're going to fry the patties, and you don't want fried patties. You want them to cook but not fried. Okay, so this is the pan I'm using, copper, and I'm putting in my patties slowly in there. Okay, and I'm gonna keep eye on them, because again I don't want to make them cook them like if it was a burger. I'm gonna make sure. Hope I got room for one more. There you go. I hate to. Okay, there you go. Okay. So, there you go. There you go. Now I'm going to cook these a couple minutes, and side to side, make sure they cook thoroughly. And then I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to make this sauce, and I'm going to put this back in, okay? So folks, as you can see, my patties are cooking. I just flipped them over. I got to make sure that they don't overcook, because they'll get too hard. So put them on a hand, let this steam in there and cook. And then in a few minutes I'm going to be removing these, taking them out, put them to the side, and I'm going to make my gravy and then return the patties back in there. So I took the patties out, folks, put them to the side. Now I'm going to cook my mushrooms. I'm going to use about a cup of mushrooms. I ran out of mushrooms, but I got some more in there. So I'm just going to cook my mushrooms a little bit there. I'm going to use a little bit of beef broth in here. Just a tip, there you go. Okay. Just to saute those mushrooms in there. Okay. So I'm not using too much mushrooms, because I'm using a mushroom gravy. So the gravy already has mushrooms. So this is just extra mushrooms I had in the fridge. Okay. So it's gonna cook with all those juices in there. Okay. I'm just gonna brown these a bit, and then I'm gonna start putting in my gravy in there. And I'll show you in a minute. Okay, folks, so my mushrooms are cooked already. I'm gonna put a half a can of my mushroom gravy. Okay, there you go. My mushroom gravy in there. I'm gonna let that simmer there for a little while. If it gets too thick, you can add some water to it, or some beef broth, which it's the best thing. I like it to keep the beef flavor in there. Okay. Now I let that simmer for a couple minutes here, and then I'm gonna return my beef patties in there. The meat, and let that cook in there with the gravy. Okay, like so. This is a easy recipe for Salisbury steak. Okay, there's other ways to do it, I'm pretty sure. But then I'm gonna put the gravy on top. Okay. And and we're gonna let that cook in there. And we're gonna thicken up the sauce. There you go. Okay. If the sauce is too thick, like I said, you can put some beef broth in it. Just so you can liquefy it a little bit. There you go. And let that all simmer in there now. Let it all simmer in there. Get the mushrooms on top, like that. And let this cook. Let this continue cooking. Simmer this. Another 10-15 minutes. Cover it up, let it simmer, and it's done, folks. It's done. So, now we're going to do our mashed potatoes, and we're going to do our asparagus. As you see, I got my asparagus here. This thing turns on. Okay. Put some butter in there. Put some garlic. So, folks, my Salisbury steak is done. It looks delicious, smells delicious. I got my mashed potatoes, I got my corn, and I got my asparagus. And I'm going to be serving it in a few seconds, and then I'm going to take it to the table to see how it looks, because everything looks better at the table, right? Okay. So, folks, dinner is served. Let's take you over to the table. Okay, so there goes, looks delicious, smells delicious. Some mashed potatoes, got corn, and we got some asparagus there, and there goes the Salisbury steak, folks. Mushroom and gravy, and yeah. Okay, there we go. Looking good. This is looking better. Okay.
You'll find the sour works. I don't have sour works, so I made my own. I did that with lime juice, like 2 parts of lime juice.
Well, folks, that's it for today. Salisbury steak. A lot of people don't know what Salisbury steak is. They don't like it. They've never tried it. They associate it with school lunch or TV dinners. But once in a while, it's good. I like it. It's easy food. It's a comfort food. Like I said, I forgot the last time I made Salisbury steak, but this is maybe like the second or third time making it. And once in a while, you have to find new things to eat, right? So that's what we're having today. Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes, corn, and asparagus. So, folks, that's it for today. Have a great night. If you go out tonight, be safe. You shouldn't be going out anyway, but hey, who am I to stop you? But if you go out, wear a mask, keep distancing. Don't go to those underground clubs where you'll get busted and arrested, and they arrest the DJ and the owner and everything. I've seen that happen. So please don't. Stay home. Invite some safe friends over, if you want, and have a good time. Enjoy your Saturday night. Stay safe. I see you guys tomorrow when I'm going to be making a baked chicken baked in the air fryer. Yes, it's going to be great. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Really do.